Check 1, 2. Well, good evening, folks. Sorry for the lateness of turning up and starting the commentary on the game, but that's life. So we're here, Pembroke women's seconds versus Clontarf women's seconds. Not sure who won the toss, but as it is, as you can see, Pembroke are batting. They're off to a good start here, 48 for a loss of no wicket in the 8th over. Emma Mullen on 29 from 25, Georgia Beattie 16 from 21. Another slightly windy night tonight. Well, let's say it's not quite hurricane, but it's lots of gusts of wind as we've had since the weekend. But yeah, it's potentially another great game. So let's hope we have a good game, good result. Women's seconds won last night against Terranua. That was a good game. Sarah Prendergast from Terranua got a half century, and she did well to get her team close, but just wasn't close enough. This is full toss, and it's played out to the offside. There is a player in the deep down there, backward cover, who's going to pick it up. And just bit of one, I think. Anyway, so at the end of 8 overs, it's 51 for naught. Looks like they're bowling all from one end of the pitch at this stage. The light faded quite dramatically last night, so maybe that's the reason why. So they'll do 10 overs from each side just to save time. It was actually incredibly dark conditions to play cricket last night, in the last sort of 10 overs or so. So they're probably trying to keep as much of the light as possible. So we continue now with O'Reilly. It's their second over. This one hit nice and it's clubbed in the air, but just out of the reach of the fielder there. So to pick up the one. Oh, they got two. Okay, good running. Emma Mullen, who did well last night as well. I think she got a half century, I can't recall, but I think it was 80 something. She's in great touch. And looks like replicating that tonight. This one's pitched up nicely, and again it's lifted up to mid-on. That just drops a bit short. Almost like a leading edge. It was a miscue anyway. But she gets away with it. Another one on the score. Brings Georgia Beattie on strike. And yep, the wind is back with the vengeance. Yeah. This one just drifts down leg. And it's going to be called a wide. Yeah, I know. Folks, it's like hurricane season all of a sudden here in Dublin. Or in Sydney Parade, maybe that's the microclimate we have here. But anyway, cricket is still going on, so fair play to everyone concerned. So it's bowled. Good ball on the off stick there. Just Emma went for it, just couldn't quite connect. Played her over the top of it. This one sails down leg, and the umpire thought about calling it wide, but gave the benefit of the doubt to the bowler. It's going to result in a dot ball. Finding these conditions, that can be a bit difficult to control your line and length when the wind is whipping across the ground. This one's better, and it's edged over past the keeper. And it's going to go down to third man. They pick up a single. If you're going to slash hard. That's what they say. And Mullen now moves on to 35 from 31. Georgia Beattie. Or was it? Oh, actually a bit confusion there. Sorry, that was Georgia Beattie who edged that 18 to 23. She's now off strike. This one probably would have been wide, but even Mullen has a shot and just gets the toe of the bat and plays it into the ground. No run. So, results in the... This one connected nicely. There is protection in deep. Unfortunately, two fielders converged on it and basically confused each other, and it went straight underneath both of them. So 4 runs to the total. Brings Pembroke up to 60 off their 9 for loss of no wickets. Emma Mullen on 38 now. Looking good. That was a bit unfortunate there for the Clontarf fielders. They both got there. They're obviously trying their hardest out, but there's not enough communication. And the ball went straight underneath both of the fielders in the deep. Yep. Get another replay here. Yeah, this one just mistimed it and popped it up in the air. And lucky not to get into the hands of the fielder there. McGreer to continue, or McGear. And she's been given, she's played across the line there and crashed it in the stumps. And it's been deemed to be out. I'd like to see that one again, if that's possible. Yeah, we will, be patient. So, that's a great way to here we go. Yeah, pitch in line. Yeah, that's it. Going to take out leg stump. Good call by the umpire. Just didn't connect well with it, and that's the end of Georgia Beattie, who's done a good job for a side. Put in a good partnership of 60 there. Now we have Lainey Martin coming to the centre. She's very handy with the bat. She'll be hoping to get some good runs tonight. Well, McGreer, her figure's looking pretty good. 6 conceded for 1 wicket. This one's a bit short and it's probably going to be called wide. Yeah, just dragged it down. Maybe trying something different. Anyway, she gets to bowl that one again. It's a better ball. Got some nice movement there. It turned in. Batsman didn't get anything on it. Half hard of the peel, but it was a bit too high. This one drifting a leg. It's getting some good, to move from off stump to leg stump quite well, but she was just a bit wide there. Got away with it. But she's getting some good turns, so if she can get the line right, could be, that's a bit wide. But batsman got onto that, hooked it around the corner. It's going to pick up a single. Good shot in the end. And that takes Lainey Martin off strike, and she's scored her first run. So should be happy about that. Brings Emma Mullen back on strike, which is the main aim. Get the set batsman in strike. This one is hit nicely down to backward square, or deep square. There's protection down there for that shot, and she picks up a single, but rotating the strike nicely. She moves under 39 from her 32 faced. This one flighted up, and Lady Martin takes on the full toss and smashes it out to the covers. Gets past the cover fieldsman. Probably got a hand on it and just saved more runs, but that keeps Lainey Martin keeps a strike. Picked up a single. So good wicket. Good over there for Clontarf. They pick up a wicket. Much needed. And after 10 overs, it's 64 for 1. Yeah, we're going to change ends now. Looks like the final 10 are going to come from the nursery end. So a big change in the field. Everyone's running around trying to find their spots and find out where they're going to be batting for this new, same bowler, O'Reilly. 16 for none off her two. So on the offside here, we have a pretty conventional field probably. We've got third man, point, cover, extra cover, mid-off. They're pushing cover back to deep cover on the boundary. We've got mid-on, sort of deep mid-wicket, or mid-wicket, and long leg. This one is cut away now down to backward point. He picks it up and returns the ball. Only one run. Good shot though. I know. I think it feels like the whole commentary section's about to launch into the air. Oh, that's a good ball, but it's whipped away off the leg side. Can't see where it's going. There is a fielder in the deep who makes no mistake, picks that one up and returns it. One run. Hey, Peter. So, just not that you can see it. Oh, it's another good shot out that sort of direction, but it's going to be a similar result. Good fielding out there in the deep, just keeps it to a single. And if you start to hear the ball, lots of crashing into balls hitting things, the Pembroke first team and second about to start their training session tonight. Oh, goes to the big swipe off outside off. Misses it completely. It goes through to the keeper. Good ball. Probably got a fraction more bounce than Emma Mullen anticipated, but she's on 40. She's chucking along nicely. Pembroke will be hoping that she sticks in hopefully to the end and posts a big score. Again, gets down on the knee, works that one off her leg straight around the corner, but there is double protection down there, so just picks up the single, but she's rotating the strike nicely. It's building this innings. All of a sudden it's up to 68. Oh, okay. Good evening, Craig. Now, and this one just goes a bit wide. Just broke away there from the batter and had no chance to hit that, so it's called wide. Another one to the total. 69. Giggity. And that's a better ball. It's played out there to the covers. They pick up a single. Had to hurry a bit there in the end, but she got home safe. So it looks like after 11 overs, it's 70 on the board for a loss of 1 wicket. A direct hit would have made her. She would have been in trouble. She didn't. Similar thing that happened last night. She didn't run her bat in. That's something I think she needs to look at and work on, because sometimes it can make all the difference having your back rounded. Got her in trouble last night, from memory. Anyway, About to start the 12th over. This is McGear into her third over. She's got the wicket so far. And that's a nice ball. Just down leg, but you're allowed to do that at this level. And picks up a dot ball. This is a better ball. And it's going to be, it's unlucky. It's going to be caught in the vault. She's caught to run through, and a miscommunication there. Instead of sending Laney back, Emma Mullen tried to go down and... Did she get away with that? I thought she was run out. Yeah, for a minute there I thought, no, she's got this. Oh, the keeper dropped it. Oh, she was miles out of her crease. Total chaos. Absolutely, that's the word I was looking for. Just... Wow, okay, well that's a bit of a life there, a bit of a lapse in concentration. Very lucky indeed to survive. This is a great ball, and it's whipped away off the... Nice pull shot actually, and they're going to pick up 2 here. Again, she doesn't run a bat in, but she's probably safely home. Picks up another 2. She's going to move on to, I think, 45. There's Emma Mullen, that is. Or maybe it's 43. This one down leg, and she gets enough on it to beat the keeper, and it's going to run down for a boundary, I think. And yes, it's... Oh, no, it's stopped nicely by the fielder who's come all the way from sort of... I suppose a long on, or even deep backward square, but she made some good ground there and saved 2 for or saved 1 anyway for a team. Lady Martin now on strike. Never get the last ball of the over. Yeah, she just defends this one out to the offside for no run. And that's the end of the over, so after 12, it's 76 for 1. 6 coming from that over. And a potential run out. It was all sorts of shenanigans going on there in the middle, but at the end it resulted in a 1 run. But we'll leave that one behind us and move on. 8 overs to go now. Wonder what the pass score for tonight's going to be. Probably a bit early to call it. Pembroke will be looking at them. We're hoping to double the score now. Ball goes down leg side. Batter tries to turn that one around, but doesn't connect. Oh, it's going to be worth a shout, is it? No. Anyway, it was a good ball. It's tried to be worked away on the leg side and just crashes into the pads. Umpire says it's not out. She's close to a half century, so she doesn't want to get herself out here. Stating the obvious, I know, but it's a better ball, and it's hit straight back over the bowler's head. Has she got enough on it to get to the boundary? I think she might. And she has, and that brings up Emma Mullen's 2nd half century in 2 days. Yeah. They're not really big on waving the bat, are they? Don't want to use any up any energy they don't have to. Lift your bat. It's getting lots of applause from her teammates, and she's just finally realised, I think, that she has reached her half century. 50 or 40. It's a good knock. She needs to keep going though. So Clontarf are a pretty formidable side as well. So this is a good ball, but it's picked up nicely and clubbed away on the leg side, and it's going to beat the fielder and have another boundary. It's 2 in a row. Yeah, nice shot. Got lots on that. Fielder didn't have any. There's no fielders in the frame there until it goes over the boundary. So she's moved on to 54. It's a bit wide. Tries to cut it away and misses, and it goes straight to the keeper. O'Reilly pitches it up into her arc, and she clubs that down past the bowler. That's the mid-off fielder, the mid-off fielder couldn't take it cleanly and absolutely pummeled it away, and that results in 2. 2 more to the score. Nice shot. It's bowling a good line. Oh, just an awkward bounce. And again, she got a hand to it, saved some runs, but it just couldn't take it cleanly. Results in 2. She's going to change her. Oh no, this resulted in 1. So not a worse result there. It's only a single they got from that previous ball. Lady Martin now on strike to face the new over. Ooh, nice bit of movement there. Good length and good bounce as well. So quite a deceptive ball. Good start to the over, a dot ball. After 13, Pembroke are 86 for 1. And Clontarf need a few wickets here. This one's cut out to the cover region. There's extra cover comes and takes the ball, and it's only going to be 1 run. Good fielding. Already we've seen some potential rain clouds coming towards the ground now, and this one's played nicely to deep square. Almost gets the umpire. Pick up a single. No, that's all right. But there, it's getting a little bit darker here. Lots of grey and heavy clouds coming through. Continues. Oh, just got full toss, I think, there. Played out to the cover region again, and this time it's only getting fielded nicely. It's only going to be 1 run. But they keep rotating the strike, and these runs are accumulating. So, yeah, Clontarf, I think we're really hoping to get a breakthrough and get one fast. Down the leg side there. Batter can't get anything onto it. Results in a dot. These are valuable dots. Run rate at the moment is 6.43. Pembroke could be hoping to get that in excess of 7 by the end. Maybe even higher. This one's a bit wider. And Emma Mullen gets onto it. There is protection down there, like long leg position, but they do pick up 2. So at the end of 14 overs, it's 91 for 1 now. 6 overs to go. You think you'll be looking in the region of 140 odd if they don't, maybe even higher. All depends on wickets, of course. But there is some depth of batting here in the Pembroke lineup. Especially if Eva Mullen sticks to the end. That will be the key, whether it's going to be a big score or a bigger score. Anyway, the good news is that Craig Senior has now been able to join us, and he's get his microphone together. So, good evening, Craig, and welcome.
Evening, James. How are you today? Day 4 in a row for you, James, down here at Sydney Parade.
Yeah, and I'll be here tomorrow night practicing in the nets because I've been selected on the weekend to play for the Sixers.
Ooh.
That's how desperate they are.
Well, great to hear that you're getting a game anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice shot. Played out, threads the needle through to cover region, and it's going to go to the boundary. Lovely shot. She's in great touch, isn't she? Emma Mullen.
What's that? Her highest score was 70 before yesterday.
Yeah, now she got 82, or was it?
82, 83, something like that.
In the 80s anyway last night. I got it. My touch of Alzheimer's coming on, obviously, and I can't remember. It was only 24 hours ago, but now she's got another half century. She's 63 not out after 48. Kicking goals, and a bit of a sun shower now coming through. Well, a bit of a downpour. Excuse us while we put some covers up. Oh, sorry.
Nicely played away on the leg side. Last ball of the 15th over. And I think we've weatherproofed some of our...
I wasn't built for this. Oh, okay. He made 100 up for Pembroke. Well, lost of 1 wicket after 15, now 101.
So what are we thinking of final total here? Do you reckon 140, 150 again? Same as last night?
Yeah, Emma Mullen's still there. I think 150 plus. They're debating out there whether someone bought a towel, I think.
What they should be debating is why don't they get off the field?
Yeah, give us a 10-minute break.
I mean, it's only going to be a few minutes, but there's no point being out there in the soaking wet.
Yeah. I know, that's...
I do feel that teams do try and stay...
Well, it's virtually gone now, so fair play to them.
I can still see it coming down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I know.
If you
Just
look at
about
the
optimistic.
trees,
Yeah, if you look at the... I can see it go, yeah, past the trees now. Yeah, you're right. Anyway. It's going to get a bit... So, finally got some rain. Lovely.
they said it would be exciting doing commentary. Never imagined it would be like this exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like I was when I was about 10 years old, listening to test matches in Australia under the covers. It's that sort of...
torch, yeah, you're supposed to be asleep in bed.
Yeah. I remember the centenary test in '77. I actually got through my maths homework and watched the test match as another 4 goes cracking off the offside. Emma Mullen, well, if you're going to be in form, it's great to have 2 games in 2 days.
Absolutely. I mean, what is it, 150 odd runs already in 2 games? Yeah.
It's more runs in 2 days than I've got in 2 seasons.
More runs than a person from a curry shop.
Another one pulled out to the leg side. That's going to go out. There is a fielder out there who just about got it. Half fumbled it.
Picks up another 2. She's moved on to 70 now, Emma Mullen. Don't know where I got Eva from.
Well, it looks ridiculous and brilliant.
I know. This one floated up.
Another one crashed away to the offside. May get a warning from an umpire for running on down the middle of the pitch. I think it's unlikely she's going to get one today, but you can't be running down the middle of the pitch like that.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of
leeway on the mat.
I think I'm the only person who's going to get 5 penalty runs on the mat.
Where's Graham? Yeah.
Yeah, we think there's
Graham
another one.
won't have the heart to actually do it.
I would.
This one
Played away. Behind square on the leg side. There is a fielder there.
right behind Sanil Gupta.
Sanil Gupta getting full face.
Extreme close up. Thanks very much. Yeah.
Sort of picture your dermatologist dates. A little bit closer to the camera, please.
Yeah. Oh, now he's in the way. Well, he just about pulls the monitor off the table. But in this one,
Just escaped the grasp of the fielder. It's running out towards the boundary, and the same fielder, in fairness to her, does go chasing for it.
Is she actually in
pick
a
up
grease?
2.
Is she in a... It didn't look like she'd actually
Come in.
come into a crease.
Yep.
I just stopped to have a look at that. Well, she gets a life there. Unlucky for the fielder, just couldn't hold on to it. And now it's...
I see Peter Prendergast is
Yeah.
actually in beanie today.
Well, after that, he was beanie less before the rain turned up, but
It's obviously just tucked away in the pocket, waiting for a rainy day. Oh, look at the score.
yeah, it's Nelson.
1-1-1
One for one. Well, there you go, after 16.
If it was 11.1 overs as well, then you'd be very impressed. But it's not.
Anyway, 4 overs to go, 16 done. Right. Lady Martin on strike now.
Sorry. Lady Martin.
Laney.
Oh, right. Maybe she's been elevated in the peerages.
Yes.
Liz Truss's honours list.
Yeah, something like that. This one, it's flighted up nicely. Is it going to be called no ball? Probably not. Cracked away on the leg
A
side,
single
but
for that.
picks up a single. Brings Mullen back on strike, which is what Pembroke want. Again, ball drifting down on the leg side. She plays it away, picks up a single.
Put that chair behind us and watch the screen.
Yeah.
Watch.
Oh, and Laney Martin just got Yorkered, I think, there, and just couldn't dig it out and got bowled. Anyway, she put on 15 for the 18 she faced. Gave some good support to Emma Mullen. So the second wicket goes down in the 17th over. It's what Clontarf need and want, but it's not the batter. They would have preferred to have the other batter out, who's the danger person for them. So good break. Good ball here by Marshall. Just Yorkered her, I think. Yeah, just played over the top of that. Straight into middle. Bang. Bales go everywhere.
15 off 19 for her. And these two, well, they put on 54.
Well, that's a good partnership.
We said it yesterday, they were good partnerships. And again today, 60 for the opening pair, and now 54 for the second wicket. And now Anna Beale making her way, or has made her way out to the middle. Have we seen a barman yet?
I haven't personally, but
Just two of the blinds are up, but the lights aren't on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You think how bright the lights were last night at the end of the game.
God, I could have seen it from the moon.
The clingers on the moon going, what's the score in Pembroke?
Super moon. But wasn't doing anything for us.
Yeah,
No, it
exactly.
Very blue super.
Blue moon or something,
Do
wasn't
you know
it?
it won't happen again until, like it's happened twice in 2 years or something, or twice this year or something like that. A ridiculously short amount of time. And it won't happen again until 2037.
Yes, I
So
know.
I hope you all enjoy that, because I don't think I'll still be here.
Bowls that one wide. Well left there by Annabelle. Another one to the score. This one is wide as well.
You could see Annabelle just sort of almost pointing her bat at the ball. As it
Yeah,
went
just,
past,
I'm not going to touch that.
and just showing the umpire just how wide it was.
Good judgment, actually.
Who?
Maybe the ball's a bit slippery and she can't. Oh, she plays that one nicely outside of off, but just to the fielder and declines a run.
I think she got too much bat on that. She wanted to run it down towards third.
Yeah,
Didn't work out for her on this occasion.
yeah, it just went to point.
So, how was your second day at work? Was it as thrilling and exciting, James?
It's like being in a James Bond movie. It's unbelievably fantastic. No, it's good. I mean,
Remember, you'll be on flexi time.
oh no, don't worry. There's nothing bad about it. I'm reading lots of procedures, examples, circulars, policy documents.
I must get round to reading those someday. So
Yeah. You done what I did. You pick your box saying, "Yeah, I've done it."
23. I'm only 23 years there. I did my health and safety the other day, and as they say, was it health and well-being or something?
Yeah. Well-being's one of the catchphrase words these days, isn't it?
I'll go for an earlier one, catchphrase, which was life-work balance.
Oh, yeah. Oh. And that almost cut her in half, but she is going to be low by. Yeah, was.
I think I'm going to paint our bales white so you and I can see them. They are difficult to see, aren't they?
They are indeed. I think we need to get, must have some paint around here. They've got paint for when they put the crease lines in. Just dip the bars in the paint tin.
I think I do have my light-up bales in the car, but I think the batteries are dead.
Right.
And I wouldn't blame them.
You don't want to run an extension cord from the club to the...
Yeah, we just want light-up bales, not electrocution bales.
With a big solar panel on the back.
He's clipped the solar panel.
Yeah.
You said heavy.
Anyway.
Heavy was the prerequisite. I nearly brought out the water, but there wasn't enough water in it.
Did we miss something here?
The water hasn't
It's the end of the over, end of the 17th over, and it's 117 for 2. Annabelle back on strike. Forgot we're just coming from one end, so that's why she's back on strike.
Oh, they're swapping the batsmen.
Yeah, swapping the batsman instead of swapping the field, yeah. This one wide again. Gets a toe into the bat onto it, I think, and it's a bye. It's called a bye. Keeper unfortunately just... So I'm trying to commentate here, and it looks like I've got...
It looks like you're in the America's Cup, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I've got the spinnaker up. The mainsail's gone crazy.
Yeah, we could have.
And I'm being pushed out by this. Use your imagination if you're at home.
He puts one onto off stump, which Molin is seeing like a baseball anyway. Basketball?
She picks up 4, I think. Another 4 for her. She's on the 78. She's got an opportunity to get 100 today.
James.
I knew I couldn't help
into your pot of commentator's curse. A little bit of mute.
122 for 2. Off 17.2. And the bowler's bowled 3.2.
James quickly trying to get off the subject of curses.
Yeah.
Emma Marlin faces her first ball.
Again, I'm going to get a bat in the back of the head one of these days, aren't I, from one of these players?
You'll be walking down a lane where you won't even see it coming.
No. When you least expect it type thing. This one goes straight to the keeper.
You can see she's trying to play that, though. I'd say she's quite knackered, actually.
Well, that's what I would have thought too. At this stage, you'd actually be quite tired.
It would be
the veils just come off.
If she could get out to that ton.
This one, oh.
It's going to be more onto the total, not necessarily for Emma Mullin. And they're going to pick up 2 there.
Yeah,
These 2 have been sort of the backbone of the seconds for a couple of years now. As I say, Emma Mullin here about 6 years, I think. I remember playing cricket with her brother, Ronan.
Oh, I remember Ronan, yeah.
Fine batsman.
He was, wasn't he? He probably still is.
Yeah, I'm sure he still is. I'm sure he could come down here not having netted and do brilliantly. I hope he's playing something somewhere. Too talented not to.
That's a better ball.
Well, there's a customary shot from him. Just getting the toe and an inside edge onto it, getting it past her stumps. Runs down to fine leg. Pick up another single. She moves on to 79 and just 21 required. But there are only 2 overs left. She's going to have to go some.
Making an adjustment to the field now.
What is it with the wind this summer?
Square leg into point. I know, it's just crazy, especially in the last sort of 2 weeks, or a week and a half.
Early on it was quite, wasn't it? Back in April.
I can't remember that far back.
Everyone says the season's so short. Yeah, I can't,
Yeah.
April seems like a mile ago. A mile and a half,
Well, maybe Monday now. I forgot what she scored last night. Yeah.
I saw something like that on Facebook yesterday. This guy takes an almighty swipe and hits the ball, but it goes straight up in the air. But everyone is looking over at Cow Corner. Like, where's that gone? How many counties has it covered? And it comes back down, bounces in front of the popping crease, and then spins back and hits the stumps. The umpire at the standing end, you can see he has to walk away. He is laughing so much at all these idiots looking out at Cow Corner while this ball bounces. And they did have light-up stumps, so we'll give them that.
Yeah.
And
he hit the stumps, but
amazing
not
piece.
out. Yeah.
And of course he's out bowled.
Yes, he is. Out
Because
bowled.
nobody's touched it.
Yeah, it's an inside edge onto the same as an inside edge onto the stumps. Yeah.
There is a site,
that's a nice shot.
Twitter account called It's So Village.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I see it on Facebook and on YouTube.
They're brilliant.
Yeah, they're great fun.
You know, we've had Pembroke members on that.
No, really.
When they do their weekly one, where they say, here are the 6 best catches, here are the 6
Oh,
best.
no.
And you won't believe what happened to this guy. And they show all these clips. But one of them was, I think, Merv was playing on the same team as Bruce. Susie, was it?
Oh, I haven't seen that. No.
So that's one from last year.
Oh,
And we've also had one where
great shot.
somebody in the club got a ton or something, and that got mentioned. And they do nice shots of. And today, the side for Park Avenue 11 was made up of one family, over 4 generations. And you think to yourself, you're not allowed to have a pram at third man.
That was an excellent shot there by Annabelle. Just pulls that one around the corner there, splits the field, and straight into the boundary. Gets her off the mark.
It actually bugs me that her lowest score is 37, or her highest score is 37.
Oh, she couldn't keep that one out.
You can see why sometimes,
Yeah.
but she's got such a good eye for the ball that 34, I think, is her highest.
Yeah,
and I'm just amazed at that, because she always gets some runs.
No, well, she supported it. I mean, this partnership had already got a best part of 15 or 20, I think,
15.
before she'd even scored.
Yeah.
Or 10 or so, she'd by just a run in. Anyway, another wicket falls. It's Annabelle's got to go.
Yeah, just trying to cut one.
Yeah,
Was trying to get a bat down and she couldn't.
Anyway, she's done a contribution to the team score, and
Kate McKenna. Better known by a married name these days, but for us in the cricketing world, Kate McKenna. Brona's running down the wall.
She's in a hurry.
Look, Mum's got your blanket now. It'll be grand.
That's her back.
Yeah. Anyway, 3 balls to go in this over. McKenna just needs to get off strike and get Mullen back on strike. Just played out to deep. So the cover is short of region, I suppose you could say, wouldn't you? Yeah. Extra cover. Anyway, picks up a single.
Cover gets an extra and
I know.
doesn't.
I know. It just makes no sense, these things. Oh, that's a lovely shot by Mullen. She just clubs that past mid-off, and thanks very much. Straight to the boundary. 4 more runs. She moves on to 84. I think she realises that it's now or never. Got to get on with this.
Just clears the front foot a little bit and aimed really at the bowler, I thought, and then spin took it away. Oh, come on, Ema.
She probably would have been better off leaving that one alone. Anyway, just bottom edge into the ground, no run. Yeah. You get the whole rest of the ground to do your thing.
You know, when you're out there, you want the camera on you, but when you're not playing,
yeah.
I think we'll just have to start a little blacklist. People who constantly do that, and then when they're playing, we just won't mention them at all.
Yeah.
There's another 4 for Pembroke.
Oh,
there's another 4 for Pembroke.
Here we go. It's gone again. I thought the fielder got onto that. It was hit back past the bowler.
Nice start for her, though, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's a nice
Sorry,
one.
James.
That's good. All good, mate.
No, I'm just eager. I just enjoy commentating with you so much.
Well, the placement was really well there. It was great placement. This one's a better ball. No, it's not. Goes down leg.
She'll get away with that, though.
Yeah.
That's not a bad ball, and you wouldn't call that wide in junior cricket either, really.
No, I mean, it was actually quite effective. It's a dot ball.
I don't know why Cricket Leinster don't come out and just say, in the lower leagues, the blue lines.
End of. Yeah.
End of. Not,
Discretion. It's just like it should be there. Yeah, there.
Now, I'm obviously talking about the lower leagues, the higher leagues, where they have bowlers who can bowl down the offside on a regular basis. We'll let them get on with it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Mullen's going to have enough time to get to her potential century. Only got 3 balls to go. But she's got a full toss and she clubs that one out. Deep wicket, deep mid wicket, whatever it is on the deep square. That region out in the boundary. Picks up a single. And she's on 85, so it might be a new higher score.
Just trying to check that for you now, James.
And this one's hit beautifully by McKenna. She's finding the gaps. But there is someone out there in the deep, sort of in the cow cornerish region, who picks it up and keeps it to 1.
She got 74 yesterday.
It was in the 80s. Okay, maybe. Okay, doesn't lie. Last ball of the innings here. And you've got to go for a run on that. Hits it out to the cover region, extra cover. And they're going to pick up 1. And they finish on 143. Pembroke do, for a loss of 3 wickets. Not a bad sort of fight back there by Clontarf. I thought it was going to be over 150. But a couple of getting those extra 2 wickets maybe slowed it down fractionally, but Pembroke would be happy. 143 is a good defendable total. The run rate's over 7. So Clontarf have to come out and be very positive to be able to chase this down under pretty difficult conditions, I suppose.
Bit gusty,
but it's still bright. That's the positive.
Yeah, we don't have that end of the world feeling we had yesterday.
Yeah, no. Anyway, folks, we're just going to take a bit of a break. McKenna finishes on 7 for her 5, and Emma Mullen, 86 from 65. Another fantastic contribution from her that really set up the Pembroke innings. Played all the way through.
The only trouble with scoring 2 best new scores in 2 days, of course, is Cricket Leinster Starring Committee may be looking and saying, actually, she should be in the top 6 of the firsts. But congratulations to her. I mean, what are we saying? That's 160 runs.
Yeah,
for one.
For one, she wasn't out tonight. It's a pretty good average.
Yeah. Yep. In fact, just taking a quick look at the stats. Oh, I've done it the wrong way. That's the men. The women.
Well, let's have a look. While that's been researched, we'll have a look at the card here. As you see, good contribution there by Georgia Beattie as well. They put on a 60-run partnership for the opening pair. Laney Martin put on 40-odd with her contribution of 15 off 19. Anna Bill, I think it was 15 runs for her partnership. And Kate McKenna, great contribution at the end, 7 from 5, not out. Even Mullen carries her bat as well. So, yeah, 13 extras. Wasn't too bad in the conditions. Clontarf, they bowled quite well. And we see the bowling here. So 3 wickets spread between 3 bowlers. Lucy Webster picks up 1. Megan McGear picks up 1. And Anna Marshall picked up 1 as well. Well, probably a bit more expensive than they would like, but you can see the partnerships there. 60 for the first one. Was it 54 for the second? Yeah, not bad. 16 for the third. So, and here's the Manhattan. Some good overs there for Pembroke. And that has built those nice partnerships, and it's a pretty steady climb of the worm there, as you see, even with a couple of wickets falling towards the end. So we have about a 5 or 10 minute break, I think, until the chase begins from Clontarf. They have some pretty handy batters as well, so I think this could be an interesting second half of the game coming up. But we'll leave you for a bit now to go and put the kettle on and get another cup of tea going, or whatever you want to do, a bit of cake. And we'll see you shortly. Well, welcome back, folks. We're just about to kick off with the run chase from Clontarf. And this Pembroke seconds, Clontarf seconds women's match. Clontarf chasing, well, they need 144 for victory off their 20 overs. It's a run rate of 7.2. It's Lawless and Pasley who are going to open the batting for Clontarf. We'll just see if we can find their first names as soon as possible. But Anna Beale is going to open the bowling for Pembroke. She's bowling from the nursery end. I assume they're going to bowl 10 overs from that end and 10 overs from the St John's end afterwards. Anyway, here we go. So, Susan Lawless and Hannah Pasley. Thanks, Craig. So the first one looks like it's a dot ball. Yeah, cool. She flights that one up into the block hole and it's played away on to a short cover there. Picks up a dot ball, no run.
Sun at that angle makes it look like you're watching a silhouette, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's bowling well. She's got that one through though, and but there is a person down in the deep, so as I got clobbered here by the tent. And the first run's on the board for Clontarf. Susan Lawless, apologies, gets off strike. Oh, Anna Beale had a big appeal there for caught behind. She obviously heard something that no one else did. Perhaps enthusiastic.
Slight tightening of the vocal cords there.
She had a note that I don't think she probably hits that often. But she's bowling really well. Just couldn't quite get down to that ball's hit back past the bowler. Threw her hand down, but got past, and Clontarf pick up another single. They moved on to two. Both the batters off a duck now. They've scored a run each. Yeah, it's played on the offside to have a think about a run, but decide against it, which is right, probably the right move. Looks like we have a substitute fielder out there, or someone who's very cold and had to put on a few layers. Sort of in the point region. Is that Jessica? Jessica Mullin.
When you get a second, could you just zoom in on our uncoloured, just so we can see?
So Kimberly McDonald now to. Ooh, good ball to start with. It's enticing the batter to have a go at that. It's at that tricky length. Don't know whether to go forward or go back. And the ball gets past. Oh, it's Anna Lynn. Another good ball. Two dots.
Any idea who our wicket keeper is this evening, James?
McKenna, I think. It looks like McKenna with the blonde ponytail. That's a better ball. And she's bowling that good length. It's the batter there, Pasley's having trouble connecting. Just having trouble getting to the right pitch. Three dots in a row here from McDonald. She's started well.
Of course, she was the one who got Sandra Prendergast out last night. The one bat on the Terranure side that played exceptionally well. Got 70 odd, didn't she? And
yeah,
Anna Lynn managed to take her wicket in the one over.
Yeah, and that changed the whole complexion of the game. That was the last hope from last night for Terranure. And after that, it was pretty much game over. This one, probably she gets away with that one as it goes down leg.
It kind of was a get away with, really, wasn't it? A little too wide, but maybe it turned a bit more and looked
Well,
even
maybe
wider.
it wasn't too wide when he got past the batter, but by the time it got to the keeper, it was pretty wide. Keeper did well to get around. Oh. And I think this is a wicket. That's a sorry, not wicket. That's a maiden.
Oh.
Great start to your spell. After 2, Clontarf for 2 for naught, with a mountain of work to do.
Well, once again, we'll see how it goes. Hannah Pasley has faced the majority of the balls out there. You may find that Sue Lawless is just getting her eye in. No reason to panic yet for Clontarf. That isn't an insurmountable total from Pembroke. 8 and over is sizable, but yeah, all it takes is one good over, really, or one bad over for Pembroke.
Well, especially, you know, if you survive the opening bowlers and you go to the change bowlers and, you know, some of those maybe not as consistent as the openers, and you can score quite quickly. And another close-up there of one of the first players, that's Donna Tucker.
Shauna Kavanagh is the umpire at the far end. I don't know who the Clontarf umpire is. I apologise profusely.
Gasly now back on strike. She gets a bit on that one. It was a bit quite pitched up, and she's played that one away on the leg side. There's protection out in the deep. They'll pick up 2. She's got the power, so if she can find the gap, she can pick up a few boundaries, which would give them Clontarf good confidence. This one probably just got a little bit on it and it deceived the keeper. Fielded well in the deep there. Player gets around and makes sure that's just going to be a single.
Leg bite. Late signal from Shauna. We don't mind.
Oh. Gail Beattie, I've always said you're a legend. Thank you very much for the the treats. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. People at home don't know what we're talking about, but this we just discovered.
These are still warm from the oven. I think so, but that might be just because I got cold hands.
Gail Beattie, he's provided fantastic refreshments here in commentary box.
Of course, we are coming up close to awards night, and obviously the catering award will be
well, that's
is up for grabs at the moment.
I
so
think it's a bit of a
anybody
shoe in
who
there.
wants to put in a late entry, we will be here on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a good crisp to that.
Well, on the chocolate biscuit cake type thing, yeah, it's delicious. I can just feel my new cavities arising as they come up. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you very much, Gail.
Who dropped them down?
Gail.
All right.
Mm.
Thanks, Gail.
Oh, that's a good ball. Pitched up nicely, but it's played away nicely as well. Keita does the fielding. She did a long haul there, but there was someone there to come back up the stumps. Only results in a single.
Pembroke just sort of give the impression that they're kind of trying to strangle this game at the moment. Each batter faced 10 deliveries each, and they haven't really got going yet. Oh, a misfield.
Yeah,
That'll be a little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
4 runs onto the total. You see, you can always catch up again quite quickly. The important thing is no wickets down for Clontarf. If you can get through the first 6 overs, then I think you're well on the way.
Well, the run rate's only, even though it's gone up slightly, it's only gone to 8. the run rate required.
Yeah.
That's still manageable.
I mean, the maiden
Yeah.
was a big difference.
Yes.
And we've been talking about this the last couple of games, last couple of weeks, turning
That's the hair giving away the win.
turning dots into ones.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about this down in Cork at the weekend, actually. You sort of felt that some teams were leaving a few runs out there
Yeah.
and not really pushing.
It's well fielded there by Georgia Beattie indeed. Good arm.
Yeah, that's it. Bigger up now. Eating the biscuits her mother sent over.
No, but just
no, she has got
she
a
had it.
super arm.
Oh, deceived the batter there. Anna Lynn.
What a great little celebration.
Yeah, I like that. Clean bowls the batter. Didn't know. Well, didn't have really any foot movement and just dabbed at that and completely went down the wrong line, and she was skittled. Here we go.
Just keep an eye on the bowler here. Anna Lynn comes in. Quite wide on the stumps. Angled in. But, well, couldn't really decide how to play that. And ended up finding that it was just too tight and it got through the defences. But a lovely little skip at the end. Her delight at taking the wicket. Well, big smiles in the Pembroke huddle, and you'd expect that. They now have taken... taken the wicket.
Of Hannah Pasley. And she was just starting to get going there, I thought, and that was kind of just caught in two minds, I think, with that last ball, and unfortunately for her and for Clontarf that she got skittled quite cheaply. So now there's a Clontarf near 128 off 16. The run rate's at 8. The run rate required is on 8. And
that's going to be a tough ask, isn't it?
It is going to be a tough ask. And
8 and over for 3 overs you can do, but for 16 overs is asking an awful lot of a side.
Annabelle continuing now, put the pressure on. Oh, there she gets a wicket too. She clean bowls. Lawless now. 1 brings 2.
Well, that was a super delivery from
That was a
Annabelle.
brilliant delivery.
Very, very full delivery. And it just got between bat and pad, crashed into the stumps, and Susan Lawless heads to the sideline. Her day is done. And here is the delivery now, James.
But look at the way this swings in. It's almost a swinging in Yorker. Just
It took you a while.
Just hit leg stump,
this
isn't it?
big leg stump. Beautiful ball.
It took you a while.
And there's the openers gone. 2 fresh batters out there now. I'll try one of these biscuits while we're waiting for the new batter to come out.
What are you laughing at? I had to be told by James,
What's that?
bowling everything from one end. And did they do 10 from one end and 10 from the other?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no problem. It speeds the game up.
That's what I'm trying to do, I think, after last night.
See them do something.
Yep.
Yeah. Last night was so dark. Anyway, Annabelle to continue. Successful over for Pembroke so far. Oh, and that one sort of comes off the player. Looks like it almost went on the
It
stumps.
was a good job it did, because that's what took it over the stumps, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was going over anyway.
This is a good ball. Just bowling it into the batter. I wonder if she's half hoping it's going to get an edge onto the stumps or just ricochet off the pads onto the stumps.
That's the one that appeared on That's So Village,
Oh, okay, right.
which just goes to show that Marissa is watching. Marissa, thanks very much for the picture.
Yeah, thanks, Marissa. This is another great ball.
Well,
Deceived her again with the same Yorker length ball.
Annabelle seems to have discovered the secret to bowling, which is they miss.
Yep, you hit.
Well, there you go. We're a double act at last, James. We're finishing each other's...
Oh, that was brilliant bowling, and what an over. still got one ball to go, and she's taken 2 wickets already.
Well, dot ball gives her a double wicket maiden.
Yep.
Another wicket gives her a triple wicket maiden.
Yeah.
And makes the start of her next over a hat-trick ball.
Well, here we go for some replays. This is her golden ball. Look what she does with this one. And see, it just sort of drifts. And straight underneath the batter's bat. Just didn't get any foot movement or anything. Just didn't know whether... Just didn't hit the line. And then it was almost an identical ball for her second wicket.
Well, Bill very much dialed in at the moment. She's honing in on those stumps. Can she get 3 wickets in the over?
I'll talk about leading from the front.
Your OCD.
Yeah, no, she can't. But double wicket maiden. Oh,
That's something special.
She apparently has another ball.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. Considering this.
There we go.
Oh, no.
2 for 6 from 3 overs. Anna Beale's going to be quite happy with her day's work. And in fact, with the week.
Yeah, it's, well, let's not talk. The game's not over yet, but nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But so far, so good. But yeah.
Niall has trained us well in
no
longer calling games.
Yeah, no, man.
We did taken a wicket with the first ball. Well, that's over.
Yeah. Anyway, Anna Ling starts her new over strongly. She bowls a very tight line. It's played off to point for no run. Marshall on strike, yet to score a run. And that's a good delivery too.
Oh, there could be a run out.
Thrown to the right end.
Oh,
it's a good piece of work in the field.
Well, I thought there was a super throw in from the fielder, right at the fielder's ankles next to the stumps.
Yeah, I know how she feels, Anna Lynn. Yeah. Good throw, though, as far as, pace.
Oh, this one's in the air to the same fielder. Oh, unlucky.
Probably got the sun in her eyes there.
I know I did.
Yep.
And, that was unlucky, but a good effort. Your hands are going to be cold out there.
But it only costs 1 run. So it's one of those things where, okay, I have to do it myself as the bowler, Just bowler. Another good Yorker. This is it. Oh, she kicked that one out. Did that well. Marshall picks up another one for a team. Another run. And they have to really rebuild something here. Something special. The run rate's edging towards 9.
You talk about rebuilding, but they don't really have time, do they?
No, they've got to, they've had a look now. They've had 2 or 3 balls each, and that's about all you're going to get. You need to get on with it if you're going to have any chance of running down this total. But it's hard to get out of the way when you've got good bowling. I mean, this is the whole thing, isn't it? You just got to bowl good line of length as a defending team, and hopefully the batters get themselves out. Build pressure. Tries to go for a cut shot.
McKenna.
Yeah, McKenna just didn't take it cleanly, and the non-striker was alert to the possibility of a run, and they pick up a run to finish off the over. So
this could be. I don't know how many games Kate's played this year. I don't remember seeing her playing here too often, anyway.
Anyway, the substitute fielders off now. There was 2 of them.
Wearing the same outfit.
Yeah, with similar outfits. They must be sisters or something.
Well, they did a super job, and thanks very much to them. 6 overs is quite long enough to be out there.
So after 6 overs, Clontarf for 20, but have lost 3 wickets. Laney Martin now to coming to the attack.
Well, it's not anymore, that's the problem.
To right arm over. A bit of pace. This one. Oh.
Bit floaty.
Yeah, a bit too much air there. Probably going to be a no ball as well. And 4. No, just given for 4, was it? Thought that would have been a no ball as well, but anyway. And loosener. But 4 valuable runs for Clontarf. Wilson on strike at the moment. That's a better ball, and it's defended nicely.
Nice shot to keep that one out.
Yeah. Just a dot ball. That was, yes. 5 no balls. Yeah.
Right. So it was a very early signal of no ball.
Well, yeah, it's efficient. Just
Half
put it in
down
there.
the wicket. Yeah. Go and fetch that one back.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an attempt to drive through the offside.
Just can't get the timing right. She hasn't got much more time to have a look. She needs to get on with it if they're going to get close to this total. It's been a bit of a tough ask for the batters at the moment. They've really got to get on with it. They've got to at least score 1 boundary, you'd think, every over, and then run the rest of the singles, or even a couple of twos. Because Pembroke wouldn't mind them scoring singles from now on. It's not going to be enough.
Every ball that goes for a single or less.
Yeah.
It's really a bonus for Pembroke now. This one, however, runs down to the fence where Clontarf do the fielding for Pembroke. Was it just a numbers thing that we're playing with 9, or?
Don't know.
I know the trees are playing as well tonight, aren't they?
They are. They are. It's a stretch of resources across the club.
Well, I think I'm surprised that Nikki Bell didn't get the phone call,
Oh, she's retired.
Yeah, but even so. So, yeah, I know you're retired, but you still got the gear.
That top looks close enough to me.
That's nicely cut away. That's going to beat the fielder. It's going to reach the fence. And there we go. There's many congratulations, Mr. Hollins.
Yes.
A fine weekend.
Yeah, I think he might pass selection.
And indeed, I didn't see you there, Ethan. Well done, mate.
Yeah, I know. It's 2 half centuries that Ethan scored in recent times.
Well,
Staking a claim. Oh, this is floated. Yeah.
he's not really one to blow his own trumpet.
No.
But,
Blow away.
he's done well.
He has.
It's really, well, it puts it. It's the way to move up the teams.
It is. Yep.
Performances.
That's it. Hard to be. You get recognised, get a bit of notice, and build from there. Anyway, Lane need to continue.
Oh, a bit short. Pulled away on the leg side on this occasion. There is a fielder out there. It's Anna Lynn, and her throw is magnificent.
Oh, wasn't that great?
Just the throw the keeper wants.
Good, it's a good over there for Clontarf to get 13 from it. So that
Get the gimbal.
So Wilson on 2 from her 8, and Marshall 9 from 7. Wilson just struggling to get her timing right here. And looks like Georgia Beattie's been brought into the attack now.
Well, that's a good move.
I think so. She's got wickets on a regular basis. This is a good ball. Cramps the batter there.
James, tell me when this is too high for you.
That's all right. That's okay. Yeah. Bit of sun in your eyes, is it? Oh, yeah.
No, I'll be driving. What have you got?
I'm driving too, but I'll have one. From a message from our sponsor. Oh, another good ball. Just giving the batsman or the batter no width there at all. just played off to the cover region and for a dot. And if it's not the wind, it's the sun in your eyes here at the moment. Oh,
good ball.
Almost got a ricochet onto the stumps, but
Now,
batter
was
survives.
the lack of appeal because she didn't know, or because she did know it wasn't?
Yeah, no, it was down. I think she knew that was down leg and it wasn't in front of the stumps.
In which case, fair play to her
Yep.
for not appealing.
Absolutely. Anyway, 3 dot balls. Great start to a spell. What a good length that is. They're trying to cut it away, but it should be a driven length. You don't cut those sorts of balls away. But she's putting the batter in 2 minds. Another dot. Just if she can find that Yorker length, she might get a bit of a reward here. It's just
Cut in the air on the offside. Oh,
got a hand to it, and she does.
seems strange, doesn't it? Somebody in a Clontarf shirt throwing
Yeah.
the ball back. At least when we all wore white, you never
Yeah,
knew
you
who
could
the
blend in,
subfielder
yeah.
was.
Now, if she catches one, she's never going to hear the end of it from her teammates. Wilson now on strike.
Good ball again.
Oh, he did well to keep that out, actually. And that's a good over there from Beattie. Just concedes the 1 run. And that required run rate is just below 9 now, 8.83.
Still over 100 runs required. And you
Yeah.
think that they've used 8 overs already. You can see what a mountain it is to climb. However, perhaps at the end of the over, if there's nothing dramatic, we might get a look at the worm.
Oh, jeez.
Laney Martin next to bowl. And nicely fielded right on the fence, behind the net.
I think you'd be forgiven there if the Clontarf fielder kicked it over the line accidentally, inverted commas.
London Bridge over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The old dive over the top was always a classic.
Or tries to kick it to the point
Another
region.
corner. Yeah.
They scored 8. There was a Max Walker story about something that he did it once in his early days or something like that. He was fielding on the boundary and someone cracks it to... he's got to cover a lot of distance and gets the ball and just pulls it back from the rope, but hits it with his leg or something. It runs away another 10 metres, and he runs after, gets up, runs after it, picks it up, and stumbles again and whatever, and throws it back in to the wicketkeeper. And the next fielder comes up and says, "Congratulations, they just ran 5."
I had a family experience of that. I was playing down in Old Belvedere in Cabra on the bottom pitch, and my dad was fielding. It was an awful day's cricket, but my dad was fielding, and he chased one out to the boundary, and it was... You ever see those old comedians in the silent era where they go down to pick up their hat, but their foot just connects with it?
Yeah.
Well, he did that 3 times around the boundary. The rest of us were just lying on our backs laughing when he finally picked it up and threw it in. But yes, that was... Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah. Lift it up. Just didn't get to Annabelle there. Bit of an aggression there. Good to see.
Annabelle.
Get back in your crease.
Yeah, Annabelle having none of that. Had a few troubles bowling today. I suggest she hasn't bowled enough this year.
Yeah.
And is bowling all the time and getting into a rhythm. Oh, that's a good ball.
See what she does with her hand as she
Yeah.
releases it. It's almost like she's bowling fast spin.
Overspinning it.
Yeah. And
Now that one came back into the bat, but maybe she's just absolutely ripping the seam.
if you get it slightly wrong, it's going to, it's going to spray out in a bit. But if she gets it right, Yeah, see that? Oh, good ball.
Again, the non-striker, chancing her arm, chancing her luck. Oh, the run rate required creeps over 9.
Yeah, so after 9 overs, it's 43 for 3. Too many threes in that. You can't make fun of that score.
Can.
Well, yeah. Nothing, yeah. Georgia Beattie to continue, as expected. Fantastic first over her spell. Should be hoping to pick up a wicket. Just strays a little bit on her line there, and Shauna Kavanagh had a little bit of a think about why, but decided her hands are warmer where they are.
Oh, well. As we come up to the halfway mark, well, Clontarf are going to have to double the run rate they have so far.
Yeah. It's been a great bowling attack from Pembroke. Oh,
yeah.
Nearly took a caught and bowl. Just couldn't
took her
quite hold
out,
it. Yeah,
that's all.
just couldn't quite hold on to it. Good ball.
Went at it sideways, unfortunately. It was there to be caught.
Just caught her by surprise, I think. Anyway, only concedes a single. So that's encouraging signs. Oh, that's a good ball too. Look at that. Just good length and a little bit of in swing. Been impressed by the Pembroke bowling tonight. It's been a lot more tighter deliveries and online deliveries than not.
We'll get to that stage of the season
Yeah.
now where everybody should be.
Oh, another
thereabouts.
opportunity. Was that an opportunity? There's another
Seemed to
drop
hit
catch.
into the face of Laney Martin.
Yeah.
And
Once
seemed
you Laney a chance to hit the replay button, quite the other one instead.
It's a bit of unlucky.
Niles
Bad
just-
luck there
Niles
for-
just called a wicket now.
Oh. Well, she's forcing the Clontarf batters to have to get it into the air, so she's been unlucky not to have a wicket in this over. But it's not over yet. She's got one more. This could be the wicket ball. Or this could be a good ball for Marshall. Marshall now is in the double figures. Just 12 off 19. Should be the hope of Clontarf that they can find a way to accelerate their run rate and heap the runs on. But the bowling's just been too good, really. This one clubbed away to the leg side. Annalind in the deep there, gets to it quickly and gets it in fast, and it's just the one. So, only 4 from that, so Beattie bowling very well. Again, unlucky not to get a wicket, or maybe even 2 wickets in this over. But she's doing a good job for her side.
So you won't see the caught and ball chance again, you'll see this one instead.
Yeah, see. Oh, just an awkward angle with her hands.
I thought it hit her on her face.
No,
It
she just-
wasn't. She was just
Yeah, it's just
embarrassed.
Yeah, embarrassed. I've just had her hands in a horrible position.
Yep.
Not up, not down, you know.
Halfway there.
Well, so what are we looking at here?
3 wickets fell with the score on 16. These two now have put on there for 31. Doing well.
Yep.
There's the bowling figures, James, so far.
Oh, yeah.
Annabelle 2 for 6 off 3. Annalyn McDonald 1 for 12 off 3. Laney Martin, well, none for 15 from her 2. And Georgia Beattie, I think we'll have to refresh that.
Yeah, well, she's
There we
only
go.
conceived
2 overs, 5
yeah,
runs.
5 runs off her 2 overs.
So, Annalyn back into the attack. They're now bowling from the St John's end, and I, for one, applaud this.
Yep.
It saves a lot of time.
And we can actually see how the ball comes onto the batter. A little bit easier anyway. Just cuts that away to
Annabelle
the cover
controlling
region.
the covers.
Yep. Not much gets past her. I think it's probably safe to say, even though Niall might disagree, that it's a very, very good couple of days for Annabelle and the teams.
Played out Square leg.
There is someone out there. They're going to pick up just a single.
Emma Mullin taking on the boundary rider job. She does like being out there.
Look at the good ball. Oh!
You could see the bowler was as surprised as we were.
Yeah, I saw it when she pitched it up like that. I thought, oh, this is going to be a wicket. And then went too far down leg. But great length. Just got to get that line fractionally better. But anyway, Wilson survives. This is another great length. She's gone the other side now. Now she just needs to get a ball in between those last two balls. And she'll take out middle. Wilson just trying to increase the run rate, but just playing all around the balls, unfortunately, for a team. This one,
I think that may have been a little bit outside leg, James.
Just a fraction outside.
See that one again? Ooh,
Yeah.
Could be tight. DRS.
Might need 3 sets of stumps, I think. Yeah.
Well, Clontarf at least have got to within 100 of Pembroke's total now. There's just 9.1 overs to go and the run rate right up at 10.5. It's a tough ask.
You go. Oh. Again, great
Wilson,
length. Just can't get the line.
If you watch her, Wilson is actually taking her eye off the ball.
Yeah, she is. She's trying to see where she's hitting it.
I'm also leaning down, that's the thing.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the shot. Don't have to practice a shot. Just practice. You just need to keep your eye on the ball. She's obviously got the power, and if she did connect with it, it could create a lot of damage. But anyway, another good over there from Annalie McDonald. She just concedes 1 run from that over. So after 11, Clontarf are 48 for 3 with a lot of work to do. 10.67 is the required run rate.
Here's a question for both of you. Have you ever played a game like this and had to do a change of end mid-spell?
Yep.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's can be a bit tricky when you especially feel comfortable at one end and for some reason you don't feel comfortable on the other end. Oh, that's better. She waited for that nicely. Better.
It's got past the fielder. Emma Mullin not having a perfect day. Having very close to it, I'd say.
Yeah.
But that will just be a little marred.
I really thought she was going to catch that.
Well, there she
Just
is.
wasn't settled.
She comes in and
Yeah. Have another half one of these delicious biscuits that Gail Beattie brought in.
sent in.
Sent in, even.
Oh no, brought it.
Yeah, I thought she brought it in. Yeah. Anyway.
I like the way she gave a whole thing of biscuits to Amanda, who had to carry them halfway across the ground, and we still ended up with a full box of biscuits.
That was great control. Hit the edge of the mat there, just about took her head off. It's a better over from Laney Martin. Although there's a 4 in the first ball, that could have been a wicket. A bit short this time though. It's straight to the fielder. In the cover, Annabelle. Makes no mistake. Dot ball. Wilson really having a difficult time of it now. She's faced 18 balls and only picked up the 4 runs. This time she makes connection. Clubs away on the leg side. We'll pick up a single.
Wilson doing a job there, which is to get off strike. Marshall is the one who's capable of hitting the boundaries at the moment. Now, ordinarily, if Clontarf had batted first, a run rate 4.5 at this stage, you'd be saying, yeah, that's not bad. They're going to get up to 120 or so.
It's just 3 wickets gone. This is the worry.
Hit down the ground.
What's her name again? Anyway. It's getting a bit darker out here now. Not as dark as last night because there's less cloud cover, but still.
That's what's causing it to be dark now. The cloud is
Oh, it's coming.
obscuring the sun.
Yeah.
It's still nice and bright above us.
But the sun's, right behind those clouds, and it's a little bit darker than what it shows on the screen here at the moment.
How to tell you what generation you're from. Anytime I see the sun about to peek out from behind a cloud, I always start humming the Beatles hit.
Yeah. Oh, full toss, and it's punished away, but Mullen down in deep just keeps it to 1. Bit of football practice there by the keeper.
You get the feeling. When you remember last night, the umpire, Mick Cotter, shorts and a t-shirt, only started shivering in the 17th over.
Yeah, I think he went past being numb to hypothermia, I think, at that stage.
And tonight, the Clontarf umpire.
He's getting the breakaway from right to left.
Well, he's gone with the full hoodie and sweatpants and beanie, and I do believe he's wishing he had another coat. Yeah.
It's just where you get the deep heat out and running over certain parts of your body. Oh,
another one that's just tailing away enough to take it past the edge of the bat. And Alan McDonald has just bowled a couple of balls with a perfect length.
Yes. Great bowling. She's having an excellent spell. She's in the
this end.
Yep.
Well, I don't mind that.
No.
It's only a single, well set field, but it was another one where it was just dipping right in front of the bat. Now it was probably 3 or 4 inches too long, but you know, I'm glad if I get it within 3 feet. It's like my putting at golf.
This one, it's probably the only real blemish.
It wasn't helped by the camber of the bat.
Anyway, I think it's her first wide of the day.
They've actually been quite good about extras, both teams today.
Yes.
And again, you remember back to the start of the season.
Oh my goodness, it was almost like having the top score was extras. Oh. She went up for the appeal, but that was not in line.
No, it was just the way the ball ran off the pad, and it seemed to go up into the grill of
Yeah,
the bat.
yeah, it was really unusual. Anyway, end result is a dot ball. So, can she finish her spell with another wicket?
Oh, one pops up off a leading edge, but nobody in the vicinity. So it's a single, it's the end of the over, and as James says, that's the end of a fine spell.
Yeah, it was very... For a minute there, I thought she had half a chance. That was a really good ball, in line. This one here, when it went there, I thought she's going to bowl her. Oh, this is the previous one, is it?
That's
oh, yeah,
this
previous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
rolled up the
yeah,
pad and
yeah.
came out against the grill. What do you think? Yeah.
Anyway, Annalyn McDonald finishes her spell 17 for 1 of 5. Really impressive. Georgia Beattie to continue. Just trying probably a bit too hard at the moment. Umpire thought about it and about maybe he's out of wide, but no. And run rate now stampeding towards 12.5. Run rate required, that is. And one would feel that maybe they just run out of time here.
That's quite good, James. Clontarf, emblem being the ball. Stampeding is exactly the right word.
And full toss this time, and it's played out square, but again, Mullen is there for offering protection on the boundary, just picks up the 1. She's done well down there, except for, unfortunate, one little blemish.
I'd say she saved about a dozen runs down there.
I think quite easily, yeah. I think hands are starting to get a bit chilly out there as well.
And we'll be packing her off the gloves.
There is third man down there, so position, so just picks up the 1. Sorry, long leg. Yeah. Sorry, brain face. I don't know what that's- Sorry, folks, that was long leg. Just so you know, those who are imagining the game.
Listening to it on there.
Yeah, on their iPod on the way. Oh, that's how old's that iPod on their device? Now it's a good length, but you dug it out well.
That's the good ball, all right. Fielder on the boundary is probably quite pleased to have to do some running.
Yeah, get the blood pumping through the veins again.
Feels a bit chilly down here. I've already mentioned that the umpire, look, he is feeling cold now.
Anyway, Marshall's moved on to 25. She's crept up and starting to put a good innings together.
Nicely played away on the leg side. Nice bit of fielding.
I'd hate to say it, but I'm going to anyway. When it's not going your way as a batter, like say Wilson's there, 7 runs off 23 when you're chasing the big total, and you got wickets in the shed, you'd almost be better off saying, okay, I'm going to go for a big swike. If I get bowled, there's no more harm than what I'm doing now. I've got to just try and speed it up somehow, even if I chase down the ground.
Like
yeah.
She gets a single. But yeah, you're quite right. It's now the time for her to swing for the ropes, even if it just swings for the ring.
Yeah.
And pick up the singles and get off strike.
Yeah, if someone else comes in, they might be able to see it better. It might be a better day for them.
However, however, I would say there's more Clontarf players.
Yeah, there's a pitch. It looks like a pitch invasion, doesn't it? Yeah.
It was 6-2. It was a flip.
We'll get this game stopped one way or another. And let's see how long it takes the first to realise that we're actually trying to televise a game here and they're in the way.
They will. What are they in here?
Can everyone take 6 steps to the left, thanks, or to your right?
Water pistol.
Just pistol, I think.
Yeah.
Lads.
Guys, you mind?
I mean, really?
Could you go about 10 feet that way? Would that be all right? Jeez.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, Ryan now into the attack. Marshall on strike, and she hits that one nicely. I think she's going to get a reward this time. Yeah, she gets a boundary. Much needed.
Just think of it as being behind the bowler's arm.
Yeah. Good shot there by Marshall.
Son of Gupta, another one with a half century last weekend.
Yeah, he had a great knock. Got some good form.
He's a class batsman.
I was saying that on the time. Unfortunately, he just spins away from the first player there. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was one of the women's seconds. Anyway, the run rate now is almost 13 and a half. There's a gallant effort there by Marshall, but I think it's going to be, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be one of the greatest turnarounds of all time.
Pembroke are in the driver's seat.
Chips that up like a golf shot. Got it out well.
Pembroke must consider themselves to be favourites.
Yes. The smart money would be.
Ah, yes.
Where do you think the Wasp would be?
Well, I think if you're going down to the bookies.
I think if the Wasp was anywhere around Amanda, it would be a squished mess.
Yeah, exactly.
But, go on.
No, I think if you're down in the bookies, I think the smart money might be worth putting a $5 on Pembroke.
Yeah, I don't think you'd get much return on your $5, to be honest.
Yeah, about $4.90 back, wouldn't you? Yeah. $4.50.
Yeah, after you've paid your tax. There's a wicket.
And I think he's just too cold to move his hands out. But anyway, it's probably too dark for him to see.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Instant replay. You be the judge. Off her arm.
Off her arm. Yeah. No, good decision in the end. We take it all back and
Just think of it like big behind the bowler's arm. I know you weren't, Paul. I saw you weren't.
Anyway.
Oh, that's going to get to the boundary.
Oh, no, she's done well. She's going to
do well.
Save one
They're
anyway.
going for another run. Oh! Oh, she missed. Oh, that ended up having a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Last look at the sun off to our left now, disappearing behind the houses at the Willfield Road gate.
Well, if she'd run her bat in.
Yep. No, she was safe enough.
So,
there you have it then.
Marshall on to 34 now.
5 overs remaining. 69 required. At just under 14 and over.
All right, what do you think? Super over? Oh, she got a bit of glove on that, but just
Kate McKenna putting her ankle to the test there. I think that one's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, she's going to feel that tomorrow. Putting your body on the line, I think that's called.
There we go. Just the footballer in it, so I can stop that.
Nice on. Thanks on my ankle.
On the instep.
Yeah, the instep. Oh, lovely. Yeah.
The only reason I ever bought cricket boots.
Oh, similar shot, but this time it gets past the outside stretch glove. But there is a player down there and the long leg position, and it's just going to be the one.
Well, thanks very much to these sub-fielders. They're doing a great job.
Are they?
What I do like about the women's seconds game is the way they haven't asked for the sightseeing to be moved.
No. Sight screen's not even in the same suburb.
Oh, another one slips down the leg side. Kate McKenna perhaps feeling it a bit now. 15 overs into a stint, throwing herself to the ground. Fling her to the ground.
Yeah, like an Olympic gymnast.
Yeah. Oh, the black's on this side. It's a white. No. Oh, I
don't know.
Well, that's some wind spinning it round. Don't really blame anyone for that. That's a better ball. It's well played away. It will get fielded in the ring by Anna Lynn. Nice piece of fielding. Keeps it to a quickly run single. Gets slightly above a trot.
Brings Wilson back on strike. He gets a ball with just in the arc, but just doesn't get any real connection on it there. Just almost like checks the shot and gets straight out to cover to Annie Bill and dot ball.
That shot illustrated perfectly. Firstly, there's a big yawn on the benches there.
Yeah.
Spectator. Oh, massive yawn. Oh, that's a bit short.
Oh,
but it's gone into a pad.
And
it's given out.
Wow.
Well, that just goes to show you, doesn't it? That's unlucky for the Clontarf player. That wasn't the best ball that Laney Martin has ever bowled. I wouldn't even think it would make the top 3,000.
No, but
but he's got her a wicket.
Got her the breakthrough. How often do you see the so-called bad ball get the result? But yeah, I think Wilson struggled the whole time she was out there, and she did her best, but it just wasn't her day today with the bat.
It's about this sort of time when a player is on this sort of score, when the side are doing this sort of stuff, when James says things like,
well, I hope she gets to a half century.
Yes! Here we go. Half tracker.
Yeah.
Just slid into the pad, and you can see the umpire going, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take out leg.
Sorry about this, but you've got to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, another wicket falls. 4 down now, 79 on the board. So, James, are you still heading down to the bookies?
Well, yeah, I think chuck a euro on. I think the odds are pretty, what is it? You might get a euro, €2 and 5 cent back.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't either. They just
Not after you've paid your tax.
Yeah. No, I think they'd be like, sorry, this game's Yeah.
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
Dusted and done.
You get minus odds, I think. Anyway, just waiting to see who the new batter is.
Amy Martin tries another one, half tracker. And, direct hit. Might have had it.
Yeah, she fielded that well, Annalyn, and
She fired it in back at
Didn't she?
Lainey Martin. That's for sure. A direct hit would have hit.
she hit it well.
Straight
Good.
into the hands.
It's good back in there by
Quick throw, and it wasn't a million miles off.
the. No.
And then Lainey Martin couldn't control it, and again her hand went to her mouth.
And she's not.
Try to warm them up.
Yes.
So, who's the bowler at the moment?
It's
Ryan. That's right. 16 overs done, 80 for 4.
Ooh,
Flighted.
nicely played away. First boundary we've seen in a while. That's a super little shot.
Yeah, it was. She waited for that. I mean, she's actually seen the ball well.
Well, that's M. Butler.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, she's only been out there for 5 minutes, and she wasn't rushed through that shot. She waited on it nicely and played it around the corner. Splits the field and picks up a nice boundary for herself and her team.
I've actually been okay tonight.
You're more sheltered than there.
Yes, and that's why we wanted the sideball up.
No, I know, but
Just lost control of that one.
Oh no.
sailing.
Dragged it down. So wide or no ball? Is
Yeah,
it one
wide.
wide? Yeah.
Well, with a current run rate of 5.125 and required over 15. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
it's very much an uphill task now. Annalyn again. They're willing to take that arm on, and it's going to cost them.
Well, I suppose at this stage of the game, you've got to, don't you? You've just got to try and, get over that 100 mark, just from a psychological point of view. But also get Marshall on strike. Oh, that slipped out of the back of the hand, or somewhere.
That one possibly would have missed the set of stumps on the next wicket.
Possibly,
They just
yeah.
slipped out of her hand. Look,
Yeah.
her hand's cold.
Yeah, that's it. No harm done.
There's a Grandpa Bunny Sky off now.
Yeah.
Many people will know what I'm talking about. We're in Australia.
Yeah. This one,
Another 4.
yeah, it was.
Well done, Marshall. 39 now.
Up 40. She's done well for her side and for herself. This one, just a foot, 2 flighted full toss. She was onto it nicely, kept it down. I like that too. It wasn't aerial at all. She got it straight down to the carpet, and with great force it went to the boundary.
Marshall really cracking on now.
She's getting the timing really well, isn't she? She's waiting nicely on the balls, not being rushed. Picks up another run there. She's moved on to 40. So Butler's job now is to keep moving his score and rate onwards. Oh. If she hadn't moved across to try and play that ball, it probably would have been called a wide without any hesitation, but she did follow it and go over to the offside. Results in a dot ball for Ryan.
Well, this has been a big over for Clontarf. 12 from it so far.
Again, she probably would have been better off just letting that one go. Wait for the next one, but
Well, look, Ryan gets out of the over. 13 come off it, but it's not really going to affect the score. The run rate required being 17 now.
yeah.
51 required from just 18 deliveries. Marshall's doing well, and we hope that with these 18 balls, she can pick up the 10 runs she requires to get to a half century. It'd be a wonderful way to mark the evening for her.
Absolutely, I think that's something we can look forward to in the next 3 overs. Anna Bill back into the attack. I'd say that she'll bowl out. Can she bowl out 2 or just the 1?
2.
She can do 2, can't she? Yeah.
Well, this is what you want. A captain who wants to take responsibility, wants the ball.
And also when you're 6 for 2 off 3,
I think you're feeling
yeah, I'm not doing too
of course,
bad.
Bowling from the other end now. Let's see what difference that makes to Anna Beale. That's the most casual standing umpire I've seen in a long time. That one just chipped away on the leg side very nicely. Fielder comes around, 2 fielders come around to it. It's Emma Mollin again.
Awkward bounce there for the keeper.
Good throw from Mollin, that's for sure.
The other fielder did well to sort of just keep out of the way of Mullen there.
Beale coming in now.
Oh, she had lucky she hit
dangerous
that.
Game there. However, she got enough on the bat to find Emma Mollin.
And the good thing about it, that brings Marshall back on strike.
Oh, that's nice. Could there be 2 there? Can she get back on strike? No, she can't. That's a shame. She moves on to 41 now. The biggest help that there could be for us would be if the live scoring linked into player database. Like if you touched Jenny Wilson.
Oh, look at that shot. Butler cracks that one to the boundary. She's batting well. She's 14 off 8.
Well, that brings up 3 figures for Clontarf. And Butler picking up a very nice boundary. Not even Mullin could get to that one. And you can see how upset Anna Beale is.
Yeah, she's devastated, isn't she? Yeah.
This one just flicked around the corner quite nicely. Kate McKenna gets after it herself. I think, once again, every fielder out there is grateful for a reason to have to go for a little run or clap the hands or...
Marshall back on strike. Edging ever closer.
Now, 1 ball left in this over. This is where she does want a single.
Yeah. Oh.
She doesn't get it.
Well, that's 18 down. 102 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets. Anna Bill 15 for 2 off her 4. And it looks like it's going to be Ryan to bowl her last.
Well, it's been a good week for Pembroke Seconds. They had a good win yesterday against the bottom side, Terranure. And now today it looks like they're going to pick up another victory.
Just got a wicket there. Caught behind, isn't it? Or did it come? Yes. I thought she hit it, but... And went straight up in the air and I think she hit it onto a pad, which made it go up in the air, and it was caught behind.
Well, Kate McKenna did a good job getting
I think Kate McKenna was the only one that realised that's a potential wicket.
Yeah.
I think everyone else is a bit stunned and surprised, but...
Oh, Emma Mullin suddenly appears. It's a long way from that boundary fence.
Yeah, she didn't know it was happening. Everyone's going,
Here we go.
Here you go.
And here is the replay. And it goes there, off the back of the bat.
Back of the bat, yep.
And Kate McKenna is the only one who says, well, how's that? And the back's...
And everyone else is going, what's going on?
What are you appealing for? Well, there you go. Marshall's still there on 41. But she's running out of time. 11 balls remaining, and she won't be facing the first one. It's hard to know if players are looking down at the scoreboard or looking down at the broadcast area.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't want to be paranoid anyway.
No.
But I would be saying to this batter, it doesn't matter what happens here, start running, because I'm going to be halfway down the wicket before the ball's even got to you.
Please get bat on ball. Just get bat on ball.
Or even if you don't, just run and we'll call it a bye. If you get run out, I don't care. I'm going to be on strike. Not that I want to be greedy or anything, but...
No, but you'll be the one run out.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I know.
Left-hander. Let's move the side screen.
It just shows you don't need sight screens in cricket.
Well, when you see the fuss some players make about them.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's a difference between facing this bowling and facing bowling at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And pink balls versus white or red ball, and so yeah.
Horses for courses.
But you do reach a level where you don't notice there isn't one.
Well, left-hander here now.
You also reach an age where you don't realise you're not wearing a box.
Yeah. Oh, almost got an edge.
Well, one feels Laney Martin just needs to put this close to the stumps to present a challenge to McGreer. Not a huge amount of footwork on that first shot. Oh, that one's gone away.
And it's a good result for Clontarf because it brings Marshall on strike.
Shame it is. Just 3 balls left in this over. Come on.
Yeah.
Anna Marshall. 41.
I know we say it a lot, well I do anyway, but she deserves it. She's batted superbly tonight.
Worked it around. She's got a good strike rate. Go on, there it is to be hit.
Did you get a 6?
No, along the carpet, square of the wicket.
So I lost it. I thought you lifted it up at that stage, but I was watching the screen, not the live action, sorry. Anyway.
And I lost it, obviously.
And there's another 4, and it moves her on to 45. Oh, it'd be great if she could get there now. It's hard to pick up the ball if you're a fielder. Digs that one out. And 1 ball left in this over. Oh no, that is the over.
Is it?
I
think it's a miscount.
So. I think they're a ball short there. Oh, they are.
They are. They've come back.
Oh
yeah.
no, they've come for another chat. I think we're getting another bowler, and they're putting that down as another dot. 1 over to go. Marshall is not on strike.
Oh, this would be so disappointing if she doesn't get it.
Well, I think she's done really well to get 45.
Oh no, it's a great score, but
it would be nice
so
to
close.
have the actual. Oh, that's a bit dark.
Yeah, that's a bit darker than what it actually is out there. From the one extreme to the other.
Oh, showing us the sunset, and what a beautiful sunset it is. And watch how it brightens up.
Oh, well placed.
The call is 2.
Marshall's hopefully says no.
No, the call was 2 from Marshall, I thought. And that's what they took.
Well, that's doing it for the team, isn't it?
It is. It is. Here's us talking about individual landmarks and self-glory and everything. She doesn't care.
No.
She's just doing
good team player.
What's best for her team, and that's brilliant to see. Well, we have reached the stage now where Clontarf do need snookers. I can't think of a better way of putting it. I know we've used that one a few times before. Another ball goes by.
That was a good ball by BT. It came in, cramped at the batter. Yet you could just dab it away to...
I think McGreer is being told by her teammates on the side, would you get a single?
Yeah, exactly. Get off!
Run whatever. Oh, it's up in the air. Yes.
Yes, that's it. No ball, so they get another ball.
Well, even getting another ball is a bonus here. That means that Marshall has 4 balls in which to pick up 5 runs. Let's hope she gets the 4 first and then gets the single.
So, Georgia, sorry about your figures, but we hope that you can see it another 5. All for a good cause, though.
There's a big blow out on the leg side. It's Annalyn who does the fielding in the ring, and it's just a single.
Oh. Is there overthrows? No.
And the thing is, there's more disappointment in the voices of us than there is in anyone on the Clontarf sidelines.
Now it's time to get a single.
Yes. Well done.
That was a good ball too. She did well to dig that one out.
Greer doing a good job. Gets off strike.
Actually, George has been a bit unlucky here not to get a wicket tonight so far. She's bowled some very good balls. So, what might be a win all round is that Marshall gets a 4 now, then Georgia Beattie bowls her out.
Oh, it comes off the bottom of her bat. It's going to just be picked up by the fielder. She would have had a 50 if it hadn't been for that pesky Emma Mullen.
Yeah. All right.
Well, Marshall will end up with 47 to her name and a red inker. No,
Called it early.
he's called it early again. They require 180 and over now. Keep running.
And a Bill fielded that one beautifully. Yeah, that should have been called a no ball. And well, that's the end of the innings. End of the chase. 115 for 5 of 20, just 29 short. It was a good performance by Pembroke, and Clontarf unfortunately just didn't get going. They lost too many runs. They lost the opening batting pair very early on, which just built the pressure on the rest of the team. And even with a great performance by Marshall, no one stuck with her long enough to actually help build up the good partnerships. And Pembroke women's win their second game in a row in 2 days.
Is that yours?
No.
It's the one that's to bring up the cards.
And so convincing win there by Pembroke. I thought it was really good bowling from pretty much all the Pembroke bowlers.
Nice game.
It was a nice game actually, yeah, and again very blowy and dark conditions towards the end. But played in good spirit. And some substitute fielders are out there, and
thanks Clontarf for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's been a good evening's cricket, and well done, Emma Mullen. She certainly would be, if we were nominating such a thing, she'd certainly be my nomination for player of the match.
Yeah, MVP.
It's hard to see beyond her, really. Now the leading run scorer amongst the women in the club has over 400 runs, I think, for the season. So there we go. Pembroke batted first, and they went along at quite a rapid rate, 7.15 and over, bringing them a total of 143 for 3. Emma Mullen, top of the order, 86 not out. Georgia Beattie contributed to a stand of 60 before she fell LBW, and then Lainey Martin was there for a stand of 54 before she was bowled by Marshall. Anna Beale, well, her stay was quite short, but it was quite at the end of the innings. And then Kate McKenna came in and bashed a quick 7.
Only 13 runs conceded. Here we see the bowling card for Clontarf. The most, economical one was Paisley there at the top, 5.6 economy rate, but only 3 wickets fell. So Lucy Webster picked up 1 for her 33 off 4. Megan McGear 1 for 31 off 5, and Anna Marshall 1 for 15 off 2. So reasonably expensive as you'd expect, but not too bad. But then here's the reply card, and as you see, the top 2 opening batters fell cheaper than they would have liked, and Anna Marshall held basically the innings together as much as she could, but unfortunately her partners, apart from probably Butler, just couldn't give her the support she needed to help dig the, resurrect the innings chase. And they fell a bit short. But one interesting thing here is that the extras from Pembroke were 23. That's not the worst, but not the best either. But here we look at the bowling card for Pembroke. Anna Beale, outstanding, 2 for 15. Lainey Martin picked up 2 as well. Georgia Beattie, I thought, bowled really well for her 4 overs. 19, should have got a wicket. Twice caught and bowled, and also caught in the field, but wasn't to be tonight, but she bowled very well. And good contributions by everyone. Stella Ryan got a bit of stick. But there's some, Annalyn McDonald, 1 for 17 off 5. That was pretty outstanding as well. So
it's the ones at the top. Anna
Yeah.
Beale, 2 for 15. Annalyn, 1 for 17. And if you noticed at the bottom, the fall of wickets, 3 wickets fell with the score on 16, and that basically blew the heart out of the Clontarf reply. There is the Manhattan. Well, biggest overs of the night belong to Clontarf. That 7th over, climbing higher than anyone else. 17 coming from that one. And now the worm. Well, those couple of wickets that fell in as I say, the 3 wickets at the beginning, 4th and 5th over. And after that, Clontarf were never really getting back on terms. They fell short in the end. And Pembroke will be delighted with another league win that will probably, those 2 league wins, I would say, would move them a place or 2 up the league. There is your summary with everyone's first names. You'll know who they are at this stage. And that wraps it up for us. Our next broadcast is Thursday, when the league champions have their last home game. I see, the nightclub is still going anyway. The strobe lighting in the club. Somebody has to fix that light. But the next broadcast will be Thursday night, just with a cricket ball. When the league champions Pembroke will be here. I don't know who they're entertaining. Malahide? Anyway, tune in on Thursday and you'll find out. And other than that, then the men's seconds are on Saturday and the men's firsts are on Sunday. We hope you'll join us for one or more of those games. But in the meantime, from James, who is completing a run of 4 days in a row, and many thanks for that, James. And for Niall, who's completing a run of 60 appearances since April.
Yeah, in a row. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, all.